Well, hey YouTube, it's Shawnee. I'm just kind of doing an update from my last videos. I have watched my videos again and I noticed that the tone and the tempo of my videos, it really wasn't there. It's like, hi, I'm Shawnee and trying to lose weight, but, you know, blah, blah, blah. And with that being said, I really just had to reevaluate and ask myself, is that really going to be the way that you go into this? My motivation and my excitement is there, but, my attitude, I already look at it as this huge catastrophic task that I have to do. And if I look at it that way, it's going to make it seem so big to obtain, so hard to touch. So I noticed that in my last videos I really didn't set any goals, and I think whenever you're trying to lose weight, you got to set realistic goals. You got to keep the big picture in mind, but you got to set little baby step goals for you um to reach your ideal weight. So in my mind, I thought, okay, I'm gonna do the Insanity DVDs, and I'm gonna lose weight because I seen all of these people on YouTube. They had great results and stuff like that. But I didn't take into account that um, I stay upstairs, and I didn't look at my gym to see whether or not if uh, it'll be big enough for me to do, you know, before starting the Insanity DVDs. So, with that being said, I had to think of a plan B. And in between that time that I was thinking of a plan B, I was kind of in this funk mode. I was in this stuck, sluggish mode, which I know it was just a couple of days ago that I posted my video. But once I found out that I couldn't do the insanity, I started to be like, well, now what am I going to do? I was so excited to start that one thing that I kind of just was at a standstill. So, with that being said, you have to have a plan B. And I don't know why it didn't dawn on me. I have a free gym downstairs, and even though if I don't want to work out in front of those big ass windows in front of the swimming pool where everyone can see me, um, that's something that I got to do. It's available to me. I can't sit around thinking about what can I do, and pass up everything that I'm able to do. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to start trying to work out at least 3 to 4 times a week, um, doing cardio. I know that I need to do strength training, but I'll get into that later on. So attitude and plan B. You got to have a plan B. You can't you can't rest upon that this one thing's going to work, because if it doesn't, you're going to beat yourself up and you're going to maybe get depressed, and it's going to set you back. So, next thing that I wanted to talk about is calories. Now, calories, I used to think of it as a joke. I used to think people that's trying to lose weight, they just need to exercise and eat healthy. But eating healthy is also maintaining your calories. You got to find out how much you need to maintain, just to function in your everyday life, and what you need to um, eat in order to lose weight. Of course, that number is going to be less than what you need to maintain. But I went to Google and I typed in calorie calculators. And basically, it came across where you put in your current weight, your age, and how active you are. And then it gives you a list of things. One thing is what you need to maintain, one thing of what you need to lose weight, and just things like that. If you're trying to gain weight, it tells you how many calories to eat there. But after you do that, you know, a lot of people, they think that 1,200 calories is the ideal calories to eat a day to to lose weight, and that's not always true. That could be too less of calories that you need for your body. Like me, myself, my calorie intake should be 1435. And if I go below that, then, my body's going to start eating, I guess, my insides. I know that's not the way it really goes, but that's the way that I explain it, where it's not really good for my body, if you take in less calories. If you take in too many calories and you don't exercise that often, that turns into fat. I didn't know that, but it does. So maintain your calorie. Educate yourself. Do your research. Find things that you can substitute your sweets for. Now, I went and I seen this book called Picture Perfect Diet. And basically it gave examples like if you ate 2 cookies, it equals to like 6 apples. But we all know that 2 cookies is not going to fill us up. It's not going to, you know, satisfy our need at that moment. So we end up eating like 4, 5, 6, maybe even the whole damn bag. I don't know. But versus eating 6 apples, and you can eat that throughout the day, and that's going to satisfy you. You can eat 2 at a time if it doesn't. But just things like that, you got to do your research and stuff. Um, One thing that I would suggest is to make a playlist of everything that you come across on YouTube um, that's helpful to you. And I had created a playlist and I labeled it weight loss tips. And on one of those weight loss tips, the girl Hazel Freckles, she had mentioned a magazine called Off the Couch by Oxygen. I'm not sure if you can see it. And basically what this is, it comes out, I think, every season, once every season. And it tells real stories about how people that was big and how they lost the weight. On the cover, this female, she was 219 and she got down to like 140. So it has other people's stories in here that may motivate you. It's actually a good magazine. If you really don't read magazines, it's just something, to look through. Another thing that I got is this thing called 400 Calorie Fix. Now, everything in here is supposed to be 400 calories. And being that right now I really do not know how to calculate calories or how to tell the difference between how much I'm supposed to eat and how much, you know, a tablespoon of this and a teaspoon of that is, it's a good starting point for me to educate, again, myself on like things that I may not know how to do. So that's a good book to read. Let's see. Your exercise. With your exercise, I know that we really want to lose this weight, but we got to be realistic. And if you set your goal as maybe 6 times a week, but you never really exercised before, some people they can do it. Some people like myself, I cannot. So be sure that whatever you're trying to do is realistic. If you never really worked out, set it up for maybe like 2 times a week. Or maybe instead of sending your kids to go throw away the trash or check the mail, you can do that every once in a while. So that's something that you can do. Another thing, I wrote down notes that I wanted to go over. So another thing, if you have a YouTube account, and you don't feel comfortable posting your videos, there's an option for you to keep it private. And I think just along with your weight loss progress, it's a good outlet for you to use because, you can vent. You can really vent to yourself. I have a couple of videos that I haven't posted yet that I'm not going to post, but you can do that. So with all that being said, I just wanted to make sure that y'all know how important your attitude is in your weight loss, having a plan B, your calorie intake, exercising, setting realistic goals, and just two other things, create a playlist that you can go to for advice or help, and post videos. Post videos to yourself or whatnot. I mean, you already think to yourself. If you like me, you probably talk to yourself. So go ahead and do that. I hope this video was helpful to y'all. Please follow me. Please subscribe, leave your comments, and I wish y'all nothing but the best. And let's just motivate each other, because that's what we're here for. That's what YouTube is here for. It's not really to bash or to criticize someone that's trying to go through something positive. So with that being said, we will lose this weight. So keep a positive attitude and keep me lifted in your prayers. All right then. Bye, y'all. Chi-chi.